What if I told you that Elon Musk just announced a house that costs less than most people's annual rent? And it could completely revolutionize how we think about home ownership. In the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly how Tesla's groundbreaking $7,000 tiny house could be the answer to America's housing crisis, why it's built to survive disasters that would destroy traditional homes, and how this could change the entire housing market by 2026. Plus, I'll reveal the surprising legal battles Tesla is fighting right now to make this vision a reality. Welcome to this channel where we break down the latest innovations that are reshaping our world. If you're excited about the future of affordable housing and sustainable living, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more groundbreaking tech updates. Let's start with a sobering reality check. Right now, in America, we're facing the worst housing crisis in generations. The average American is spending over half of their income just to keep a roof over their head. In major cities like San Francisco, New York, and Los Angeles, that number jumps to an astronomical 70% or more. We're talking about people working full-time jobs who can't afford basic shelter, something that should be a fundamental human right. Traditional housing has become a luxury item that most Americans simply can't afford. The median home price has skyrocketed to over $400,000 nationwide, while wages have barely kept pace with inflation. Young adults are living with their parents well into their 30s, not by choice, but because they literally cannot afford to move out. Families are choosing between paying rent and putting food on the table. This isn't just a housing problem, it's a humanitarian crisis that's tearing apart the fabric of American society. But here's where Elon Musk's announcement becomes absolutely game-changing. Tesla's tiny house isn't just another overpriced housing alternative, it's priced at exactly $7,000. Let me put that in perspective for you. The average American pays $1,800 per month in rent. That means this Tesla house costs less than 4 months of typical rent payments. In expensive cities, you could buy this house for less than 2 months of rent. This pricing strategy isn't accidental, it's revolutionary. Musk has identified that the biggest barrier to home ownership isn't the desire for space or luxury features, it's simply affordability. By targeting the $7,000 price point, Tesla is making home ownership accessible to minimum wage workers, college students, young professionals, and anyone who's been priced out of the traditional housing market. We're talking about people who could literally save up for a few months and own their home outright, with no mortgage payments, no interest rates, and no landlord. The immediate impact of this could be staggering. Imagine millions of Americans suddenly having an extra $1,500 to $2,000 per month in their pockets because they're no longer paying rent. That money goes back into the economy, into savings, into education, into starting businesses. This isn't just about housing, it's about economic liberation for an entire generation that's been trapped in the rent cycle. But here's what makes this Tesla house truly remarkable. It's not just cheap, it's technologically superior to homes costing 50 times more. The walls themselves are integrated with solar technology, meaning your house is literally generating its own power from the moment the sun rises. This isn't just a few panels stuck on the roof. We're talking about advanced photovoltaic integration that turns the entire structure into a power generation system. The house comes equipped with Tesla's Powerwall Mini and a sophisticated microinverter array that can store and distribute energy with incredible efficiency. This means you can live completely off-grid if you choose to, with no monthly electricity bills, no dependence on the power grid, and no worries about blackouts or energy shortages. In a world where energy costs are skyrocketing, this house actually saves you money every single month while providing complete energy independence. The construction materials are where Tesla's aerospace expertise really shines. This isn't wooden drywall. We're talking about aerospace-grade recycled material, airs that have been engineered to withstand extreme conditions. The house can survive winds up to 140 miles per hour, which means it could weather hurricanes, tornadoes, and severe storms that would completely destroy traditional homes. This isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. The thermal efficiency is unlike anything in traditional construction. The advanced materials and design reduce heat loss by up to 90%, compared to conventional homes, meaning your heating and cooling costs are virtually eliminated. Combined with the solar power generation, you're looking at a home that not only costs almost nothing to buy, but actually costs almost nothing to operate. Tesla has also integrated smart home technology throughout the entire structure. The house connects seamlessly to Tesla's ecosystem, allowing you to control everything from your phone: lighting, temperature, security, even energy distribution. This level of automation and control is typically found only in million-dollar smart homes, but Tesla is making it standard in a $7,000 house. Now, here's where the vision gets even more ambitious. Tesla's tiny house isn't just a single unit. It's designed with complete modularity in mind. As your needs change, as your family grows, as your circumstances evolve, you can literally expand your home by connecting additional prefabricated units. Each module can be assembled in under 24 hours, meaning you could double the size of your home over a weekend. This modular approach completely redefines what home ownership means. Instead of being stuck with a fixed structure that you can't modify or expand, you have a living space that grows and adapts with your life. Need a home office? Add a module. Starting a family? Add a module. Want to host guests? Add a module. The possibilities are limited only by your imagination and your budget. The assembly process itself is revolutionary. Traditional home construction takes months, involves dozens of contractors, and creates massive waste. Tesla's prefabricated approach means your entire house can be assembled by a small team in less than a day. This isn't just faster, it's more precise, more efficient, and produces virtually no construction waste. But Tesla isn't just selling houses. They're building entire communities. The company is actively developing tiny house communities that are specifically designed to accommodate these modular homes. These aren't trailer parks or temporary housing. They're planned communities with shared spaces, amenities, and infrastructure that creates a true sense of neighborhood and belonging. However, there's a massive obstacle that Tesla is actively fighting: zoning laws. Most American cities have zoning regulations that were written decades ago when tiny houses weren't even a concept. These laws often require minimum square footage, permanent foundations, and other specifications that make tiny house communities illegal in many areas. Tesla isn't just accepting these limitations. They're actively lobbying for zoning reform across the country. The company is working with local governments, housing advocates, and legal experts to change these outdated laws and create new regulations that accommodate innovative housing solutions. This isn't just about selling houses, it's about fundamentally changing how America thinks about housing policy. The legal battles are already underway in dozens of cities and states. Tesla is arguing that zoning laws that prevent affordable housing solutions are not only outdated, but potentially unconstitutional when they prevent citizens from accessing basic shelter. These legal challenges could set precedents that open up thousands of communities to tiny house development. Looking ahead to 2026, the potential impact of this technology is absolutely staggering. If Tesla can successfully navigate the regulatory challenges and scale production, we could see millions of Americans transition from renters to homeowners almost overnight. The economic ripple effects would be unprecedented: reduced homelessness, increased consumer spending, more entrepreneurship, and a complete restructuring of the real estate market. Traditional construction companies, real estate developers, and even mortgage lenders would be forced to adapt or risk becoming obsolete. When you can buy a house for $7,000, the entire concept of 30-year mortgages becomes questionable. When you can assemble a home in 24 hours, the months-long construction process becomes inefficient. But the implications go far beyond economics. This technology could provide immediate relief for disaster victims, offer housing solutions for rural communities, and give young adults the opportunity to achieve home ownership decades earlier than the current system allows. We're talking about a complete transformation of the American dream, from something that's increasingly out of reach to something that's accessible to virtually everyone. The Tesla Tiny House represents more than just another product launch. It's a fundamental challenge to the systems that have made housing unaffordable for millions of Americans. By combining advanced technology, sustainable design, and revolutionary pricing, Musk isn't just building houses. He's building a pathway to economic freedom for an entire generation. Whether this vision becomes reality depends on Tesla's ability to navigate regulatory challenges, scale production, and convince Americans to embrace a new way of thinking about home ownership. But if they succeed, 2026 could be the year that changed everything about how we live, work, and build communities in America. The question isn't whether this technology will disrupt the housing market. It's whether traditional housing will be able to adapt fast enough to survive the disruption. And for millions of Americans struggling with housing costs, that disruption can't come soon enough.